It's Week 10 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, an exciting second-year QB out of Liberty. Went through some growing pains as a rookie. Here's Malik Willis.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 107 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Brad Robbins. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here comes Reagor. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Willis looks to pass it here. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment. Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Well done to snip that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Willis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment. Defense.
This is unbelievable.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. The way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Encroachment, defense.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Willis. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams in the top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara shedding through the defense. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw, Willis. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to the first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Richardson to the air on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Patriots at 2-7 now in the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing the best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and up here in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Under pressure, they got him again. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. John Kaminsky in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Richardson. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On the counter, here's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Willis looking to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 3. Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Willis looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. They will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Taken from just outside the 30. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve in all games. He went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Willis on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Patriots to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Willis. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Spears. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. On the give, it's Warren. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Play action. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Running left, it's Warren. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Anthony Richardson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Below Nichols Willis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
At their own 19-yard line.
On first down, Richardson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A handoff for Warren. The solid stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Richardson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield and coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Back now in Foxborough as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Willis. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. The shotgun snap to Willis. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Paris Campbell. 60 yards. Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw, Willis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
26 yards. And the Colts first down.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Willis will look to throw it. That's Gallup on the slant. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Willis now off of play action. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. 3rd and 3. To throw. Here's Willis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Durham. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to the air with Willis. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
And Richardson back to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts coming out now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, Willis. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Meanwhile, Willis throw complete there to Bateman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Willis looking to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. This ball complete to Durham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 3rd down and 7. Running behind center with Vaughn. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Willis got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Willis. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his timeouts. Willis. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally. No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Warren will try the right side.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now a run with Warren.
Holding. Offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. 2:21 the time left. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Willis to throw. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Willis to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So the Patriots coming out now. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a win here for the Patriots, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for New England, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.